But the big guys knew this was a choke point.
You see one
And where
airplane
is this?
coming.
Where are we?
We're at Chu Lai.
Chu Lai. And this is where the Marines...
You see, one airplane coming to pick up, so you go home, U.S. Here, on the way come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They landing so soon. They come to pick up you, come to U.S. You not no long stay here. Longer.
Yeah, good. I understand.
Yeah.
So the Marines came in on the
Marines
beach.
came here and they landed on the shore with Amtraks and landing craft, and then they came in with like cranes and then tons. And by the way, school children from Tam Key came down in white little beautiful dresses and welcomed them.
Yeah.
And we came in, and then by the next day they had a runway on using PSP metal to put in a runway, and within a week they had a resting cable.
Why would you need a resting cable on?
Because it's a short runway.
Oh, okay.
This is also where I saw the airplane hit the ground and destroyed the landing gear and go back in the air.
The first stop and there for take off for hangar, and then take for airplane, Vietnam Airlines, Viet Air come to pick up you.
Wow, look at this. When I was here, it was just nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. This is amazing. This is when I came back, wanted to see.
So this is the same.
The runway was down this way. The beach is right over here. The beach is right there. I landed my helicopter probably right over in there, on this side of where the sand dunes are.
Yeah.
I landed my aircraft, and then I went over and sat on the beach with my little Cokes and my camera and sat there all day, had sea rations for lunch, and watched the Marines land. I could hear them put the Amtraks and then the landing craft in. They came in with their Amtraks and then their soldiers, and then they started bringing in cranes, and they built a runway. Within 2 days they had a temporary PSP metal strip runway. I came back here many times, but the one time my pilot was shot, I dropped him off at over here on the overlooking the ocean. There's a thing that sticks out over here. I dropped my pilot off who was shot. He the tail.
He got shot in the butt.
Right here.
Wow.
Dropped him off, was wanting to land for fuel, and they wouldn't let me land because they had a jet who got shot up in North Vietnam, and he came down, and they had us orbit over the water. I was down to 15 minutes of fuel or less.
And you got a guy that's got a bullet.
2 aircraft, 8 people, 7 people. One of them was the pilot I dropped off.
Right.
And I was circling over the water. If my engine quit,
done
for everybody. After the jet came down, and he was terrible. High on the glide path, off the glide slope, you need to get back to left, and he hit the ground. Landing gear flew down the runway, sparks everywhere. He flew up into the air, and I thought he was going to crash, but all of a sudden he just flew off. He came back around. I said, Quang Nai Tower, Army is landing at the fuel dump for fuel. Click.
This is not a request.
He came back around, and all of a sudden the pilot, little A4 pilot, said he came on the glide slope, on the glide path, doing good, great sir, on the glide path, came right down, hit no landing gear. His landing gear was gone.
All of the landing gear, not even all of it.
All the landing gear is gone. He came in and hit that cable and stopped right there, and he got out. Meantime, I'd get fuel.
You're getting fuel. So you waited till he was going back around, and that you used that.
I said, I can't wait for you to be an idiot the second time. I'm sorry, excuse me. You had your chance, now it's my turn. I'm going to get fuel for my airplanes.
So having no landing gear got his attention. Now you got to do it right.
The landing gear just got busted all over the place. Sparks flying, smoke, flames. But he somehow, he had full power in when he hit. That's how they do it. As soon as they hit, they got full power in. And he blasted back into the sky, and he was sideways. And then all of a sudden he flew off and came back around and landed.
Just slid with the sparks and everything. Wow.
Marine.
Okay.
Lucky Marine.
Lucky Marine.
We'll come to an ocean side.
Hey, thank
Oh
you.
yeah, let's do the ocean side.
Thank you. With my other aircraft, which I now was in charge of both aircraft.
Now, why were you in charge of the second one?
Because we were the lead aircraft in the formation, and when he got dropped off, I'm now the commander of the aircraft, the lead aircraft.
Because the guy that took the bullet in the butt was the other commander.
He was the team lead, and when he got hit, I became team lead. And so I.
And you're having to orbit off that beach.
We'd already on
15 minutes
20 minute. We had a 20-minute warning light. We'd already, by the time we dropped him off, we was already down 5 minutes on a 20-minute warning light, and we were told to orbit
Over the water, right?
Yes.
So we're going up to the hill where you dropped off the guy.
We dropped him off right up here.
It's
Right
gonna be
up
cool to
this
see
hill.
it.
It is absolutely right up this hill, and no doubt in my mind. Believe me, my recorder was recording at that point.
Yeah, survival does that to your memory, right?
He did everything he could do to get me killed. Our pilot did. He got no sympathy from Bob. He was being stupid. Yeah, we landed right over there. Right over there. I cannot believe it.
You're right in here.
Right over in there. That's where we landed. Dropped off the pilot. He was very old and experienced.
Yeah.
But we were down, and he was doing stupid things.
Yeah.
Over and over again. We're getting shot at. Boom, 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 all over. And he kept doing it over and over. And finally he got hit right here. He got hit right in here.
Right here. That's exactly in here.
And I left him here.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, he was back home flying. Wow.
Oh, your lens cap's on. Yeah.
Can we walk right down there?
Okay.
Right over here,
Yeah,
see the water?
yeah. Easy.
This is super. But I landed right over there. By the way, when he got shot, he scared me to death. Because I was not flying, and then when he got shot, he went, ooh! And I thought we were dead. I thought we got hit by artillery or something. He was and then he got on the radio. Plane 6, this is plane 1. I've been shot. We're gonna go up to Chu Lai and check it out, okay? And he handed me the control. He's very calm. But that's almost exactly what he said.
Hey, so he acted like it was nothing after he almost wrecks the helicopter, right?
I've been hit. We're gonna go up and check it out. Oh, wow. That's where I was wondering, right there. And the airfield's right over there. Holy mackerel.
We might be able to go down.
No, this could be it. This could be it. I thought it was over here, but it could be right here. No, it was over there. It was over there. Wow. What an amazing experience.
So there's a hospital up here? So that's
There's a
why
Marine
he
Corps
got...
hospital right over there.
You know what, let's walk over there.
Come on.
And so that makes it where if you're trying to protect South Vietnam, this is the choke point where...
This is a choke point right here.
So if you control the beach all the way to the mountains, then nobody gets by.
But the Viet Cong control those mountains, and that's where the action was, and we didn't control that at all.
So the Ho Chi Minh Trail, it continued on the mountainside, right?
The Trail is way over, probably what, 30 miles?
Yeah.
50, 60
No,
miles?
no. 80 miles. 80 miles from it.
80? Okay. I didn't go by there much. That was big boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
No, helicopters, stay away from that.
But the Navy, could they launch artillery over there to the, on the other side of the mountains? Like people could call in fire?
Too far away.
Okay.
The jets would go over there, but the artillery couldn't reach over there. Now later on, other forces went up these valleys, and that's where you need to read some Vietnam War history, because on K,
Yes, I'm okay.
bad battles, thousands and thousands of people killed, it was brutal, both sides, brutal. Your dad knows.
Back here, worry about maybe you come here, maybe everything forget. But right now, remember. So very good.
Yep.
And it seems like you're remembering more and more now that you're here. It's coming back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you're around the places you've been and experienced, it brings back memories. I'll remember that one officer's name that I dropped off here.
Yeah.
He was a scrounger, very talented, but that day he made very bad decisions.
When you say scrounger, what do you mean? Like anything you needed, he could find?
Yeah. And you didn't want to ask him how he did it. He had a room full of weapons that I don't know how he got. You didn't want to ask.
You didn't want to ask.
If you knew what he did to get stuff, you would go to prison. So you just let him do it, and he could get anything from the Navy or whatever.
So why is it different with the medevacs? Like,
well, like that night of that, when I was told that this buddy of mine who's laying out in the rain at night, he had been shot,
right?
And if I don't go get him, he and his friends and his NCOs and stuff that have been shot, they probably won't make it through the night, and that's the words they use.
Yeah.
I said, and if that's what I die doing, that is fine with me. I'm gonna go give it a try, because it's worth it.
Right.
That's why I volunteered for this job. I got trained for this job, and there's a chance we can do it. We're going to give it a try. And I asked my crew, I said, I was told this is a voluntary mission, and I'm not allowed to do it unless everybody on the crew volunteered to do it.
Right.
And I went to the crew and said, here's the thing. Major Wagner has been shot. His NCO has been shot. These people have been shot. These other people injured. And we've been offered the opportunity. Oh, can I take a picture right here? Can you stop for a second?
Okay.
That's pretty.